Hello. Welcome back to Haunted Honeymooners. This is episode 5. My name is Savannah Ellis, and today we're going to be jumping into the Dent Schoolhouse.
Today you're not going anywhere but getting out of my chair. What are you doing? Get out of my chair! You have to be joking. I let you come in one time and you try and steal my show from me. No, you're not going to Cincinnati, Ohio. No, you're not going to go see the Dent Schoolhouse today, ma'am. I am. Thank you very much. We are. Welcome back to Haunted Honeymooners. This is episode 5, just like she said. We are, in fact, going to go see the Dent Schoolhouse today. Take a little trip up there, see what's going on again in Cincinnati, Ohio. This was absolutely one of our favorite haunts. To be completely honest, this was the first real, true, major haunt that Trish and I got to go to. This was actually our original honeymoon get-together for our wedding, was going up and seeing the Dent Schoolhouse. I know that's probably pretty unusual for a lot of people, not something a lot of people would do, but as you can see, again on this flash hoodie I'm wearing right now, haunted, there it is, honeymooners. Beautiful, right? Skin. It's still made out of 100% frog skin belly, because, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And if you believe that, kudos to you. You are a special person indeed. So anyways, we got a few real quick announcements to go over, mainly just a little schedule update. We had a huge introduction last time. We ain't got time for that nonsense today. We have to get into the Dent Schoolhouse because there is so much to go over. They took two of the what we're going to be doing as far as a kind of a yearly award for a couple different categories. We'll get into that as we get into there. But they took 2 of them home. They have the highest overall rating of any haunt that we've been to thus far. Now, granted, they've got a pretty big monster coming up in the season finale with the Scarehouse Basement. So we'll see who finishes top. The Dent Schoolhouse definitely throws some heavy blows in this battle for supremacy, though. There's absolutely no doubt about it. So schedule update. December 7th. We have talked about a bonus episode. So now, we did record this in the past, technically from when it's being played today. So this should be airing on December 1st, provided that we have done our part of this correctly and made sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be and the way it's supposed to go. And now December 7th is going to be the bonus episode that we've talked about in the past a little bit. We've touched on it just a little bit, mentioned it a few times. What we're going to be doing is going up again to the Scarehouse Basement, to the Scarehouse General Admission Tour of their Christmas haunt. Very, very, very excited about this. So what we're going to be doing with this bonus episode, it's not going to be a review. It's going to be a live feed from up there. Now, we can't take you through the haunt. Come on, you know this. But you can come join us. You can come up to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with us on December 7th. They're going to be open. We'd love to see you there, guys. If again, we said it last time, but if we could get just one person, one fellow haunted honeymooner out there to join us, man, that would I would grin ear to ear for days and days and days. We would love to see you up there, guys. If anybody at all is able to make it out, reach out to us at hauntedhoneymooners@gmail.com, or man, send us a message on Facebook if you want. Get a hold of us however you want. We're in West Virginia, so if you can send up some smoke signals from wherever you are, and we'll try and catch them in West Virginia. Man, we'll even try and interpret smoke signals. We just want to communicate with you all. We want to be able to see you all and hang out with you all and go do these things with you guys, man. So exciting, man. We are getting so many new follows, so many new likes daily. Man, it is awesome. On a serious note, man, you all cannot even imagine how much Trish and I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for it. If we didn't get a single person that liked or followed us any more than what we have right now, well, by God, we're going to take the group that we have, and we're still going to go experience this stuff together, and we're still going to be giving you the best haunted honeymooners, haunted attraction reviews we possibly can. That's our promise to you, at least until we run out of money, whichever happens first. But anyway, so December 7th, we're going up there. We have a couple surprises. I thought about telling you some of the stuff that's going to be going on, but I'm not going to because I want you to tune in for the live feed. We're going to have several different stops along the way, several different things that we're going to be doing, including a surprise interview. Who could we be interviewing? Are you kidding me? We have 5 episodes. I got interviews. I got merchandise. Scared you ain't got none of that, do you? I told you I was going to get you again. You thought you were going to sneak through. You ain't. You ain't going to sneak through, you no merchandise, no fast pass people. That's it. That's the 5th time, if you count the original episode. Pouring it on you. I know you hate me. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm going to walk up next year and y'all going to tell me, just get out. Go, man. We don't even want you here. But anyways, so December 7th, we're going to have that bonus episode for you. The Basement, which will be our season finale as far as how the regular season haunt goes, will be after that. What's the exact date on that? I don't fucking know. But when we figure it out, we'll let you know. It'll be coming shortly after that bonus episode. And then we got a Christmas present for you that we're going to use to kind of cap off things for a little bit. And then we're going to go on a little hiatus after that. But thinking hopefully around February, maybe March, we got another surprise coming up for you. And there also is some Valentine's Day haunts that we are looking into as well. So we're not going away just because we're nearing the end of our first little, I guess if you want to call it a season. You know what? The hell with it. That's what we're calling it. We're coming to the end of season 1. Okay? We've put together 5 episodes by the time this is all said and done, 7 or 8 episodes. And that's bigger than some Game of Thrones seasons I've seen. All right? So take that, Game of Thrones. We'll be watching, though. We're super excited about Game of Thrones. If you're not into Game of Thrones, man, get real. That is awesome. Awesome. Definitely not kid-friendly, though. Whoo! There is some stuff. But anyways, we're going to jump right into the Dent Schoolhouse. And we're going to jump right into the Dent Schoolhouse because this bitch deserves it. This is an excellent haunt, man. We've given away a couple, well, really one award so far for Jump Scare of the Year. The Dent Schoolhouse walks away with the other 2. We'll get into what it was, how they earned it, and everything like that as we go through. Excellent haunt. Really, if we were to say what was the best haunt for the regular season this year, really it is an absolute slugfest between Scarehouse's The Basement, not the Lights Out tour. We love you, Scarehouse. We love you, and we can't wait to see the general admission for the holiday special and everything like that, but specifically your Basement tour in comparison to what the Dent Schoolhouse was offering that particular time that we went. Man, that is a slugfest between 2 titans. And we're going to pick a winner at the end, but not today. Not today. We got to give the Basement its day, give the Basement its review. Very, very excited about that. But anyways, that's enough about Scarehouse. Scarehouse has so much stuff coming in the future. Today's about the Dent Schoolhouse, and that's where we're going. Located at Harrison Avenue in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Dent House was at one point a fully functional Cincinnati public school elementary school. Now, it was a school back in the 1800s, where it is said that Charlie the janitor offed several of the kids attending, and it's now believed to be haunted. I know they say don't believe everything you read on the internet. It's a little crazy to think of a janitor murdering children at an elementary school, but they claim that it's real. There's plenty of news stories on it. Look it up yourself if you doubt it or don't believe it. But for me personally, that seems to be the case. Seems to be what happened. They do offer paranormal tours of this during the off season. We are planning on, maybe if the Dent Schoolhouse is watching this right now, thinking about maybe doing that in the summer. I know we said we were going to go ghost hunting. We're still not going ghost hunting. It's not our desire. It's not what we're here to do. But during the off season, man, we want to be able to do more stuff with you all and explore different options, and see different things, other than just what we're doing here. So that's definitely something we're looking into in the future. That's something they offer. That's pretty cool that they do that. Pricing options, general admission is $25. Fast pass. We love us some fast pass. You know it. There's reasons for it. The line for this place is insane. Okay? It's nuts. It is absolutely fucking nuts. Fast pass. It's if I would have to stand in general admission and watch how Fast Pass goes, I'd be so mad that I didn't step up and spend the extra $20. the second night, the second time that we went was the longer of the two waits. And I don't know, maybe 25, 30 minutes before we were actually inside the inner structure that leads up to the haunt. So excellent. I mean, and they were packed. They were packed out the wazoo that night. So Fast Pass is $45. Front of the line's $55. I'm going to tell you the same thing I said when we talked about Scare House in front of the line. It is what it is. If you want to go get it, go get it. It's perfectly fine. It's only $10 extra. I haven't seen anybody utilize it at any of the haunts that I've been to. And Fast Pass, for us at least, is more than sufficient. I would never, ever, 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 ever buy front of the line. It's just not for us. I will always, always, always buy Fast Pass if I can't get there the second that these places are opening up. That's the only time general admission is really acceptable for us, is when these places are first opening up. So anyways, front of the house is $55. That's all the ticket pricings. They did have season passes, I believe. I'm not sure the ticket pricing on that, and I could be wrong on those season passes. I don't remember for sure. But you can look that up. As always, hey, guess what? Link, it's going to be in the bottom of this. And you know who knows the Dent House better than we do? The fucking Dent House. So go check out their website. Go check out their Facebook page. There's some awesome people doing some awesome things over there. So anyways, recommendations. Who else recommends this place? Hauntworld.com, Haunted Attractions Magazine, America Haunts, several different places that recommend this place. This one has also been on National Travel Channel. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but they finished third at one point, and I think a couple years before that they finished fifth, somewhere in that ballpark. Always a big contender. And just a real quality haunt. There's a reason they get the recommendations that they get and everything like that, man. This place is absolutely phenomenal. Now, their Christmas tour. We had originally said that we were going to go up for the Christmas tour, and like we said last time, that we're not going to be doing that. The only reason we're not doing that Dent House, and for everybody else watching, if you're closer to Cincinnati and you can make it to the Dent Schoolhouse for their Christmas attraction, by God, go. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear how it was. But for us personally, the basement, that extreme touch was so fantastic. That's the only real reason we're going up to Scare House. And also we absolutely adore one of the ladies up there. Again, surprises. It's coming. It's coming. You'll find out on December 7th for that bonus episode. You'll see it. It's coming. But anyways, that's the main thing. It has nothing. It's not a knock at Dent Schoolhouse at all, man. Awesome, awesome place. And if you're closer there, go to the Dent Schoolhouse and let us know how it was. Man, we would love to see just some feedback from you guys. And if you go to any other Christmas haunts in your area, man, talk to us about it. Let us know, man. We'd love to hear what you all are doing out in your areas. We got people in California, Texas, all over the place right now, man. And we would love to hear what's going on in your areas and some of the haunts that you have. Maybe we'll come your way. We have plans to go to New Orleans next year. We're definitely hoping to try to do that. There is a lot of stuff going on down there during the Halloween season. But who knows? We change plans all the time. Okay, so maybe we come your way if you got something going on down in your area that's absolutely killer. Now, there's two attractions, or there was two attractions for the 2018 season. The Dent Schoolhouse and then the Slaughter Yard as well. Now, this particular haunt had the most impactful first impression of the year. One of the things that I will say about Scareview is it is impactful when you first walk up and see the schoolhouse. That's really the only memorable thing from Scareview. And I bring that up because the Dent Schoolhouse takes it to a whole new level. When you park across the street from the complex. You can see the schoolhouse off in the distance, and it is a monster of a complex. Really, really big. And they've got the lighting done perfectly. The exterior's done perfectly. Walking up to it, it even has like this... I don't think it's intentional, man, but it even has like this weird kind of eerie smell and kind of eerie aura around it, man. Way worse than anything that I've ever experienced. I don't believe in ghosts, personally. I've had maybe experiences, maybe not, maybe this, maybe that. Who knows? Who cares? There's no way to really prove it either way. But I will say, especially inside, this place is a little different. Compared to anything else, the USS Nightmare, they drum up a story for it, and it's cool, and Scareview, and Fallsburg, and everywhere else that we've been. This place, especially down in the basement, man, it's chilling. It's very chilling. We'll get into it a little bit here in the future. We'll talk about it some more when we get in. I'm gonna save that. We're gonna get into that a little bit more. But man, there is a different aura about this place. So the lines are sectioned perfectly. FastPass does exactly what FastPass is supposed to do. General admission does exactly what it's supposed to do. Chill out, wait, you'll get there eventually. Line interaction. Off the chain. Man, they did a good job with line interaction. And you're going to be very surprised here in a minute because we are about to give out our Actor of the Year award. It's coming up, and it is coming up from a line actor. We're going to get into him here in just a minute, all right? But there was 2 actors outside, did a very, very good job. Charlie the janitor was out the second night that we were there. Real quick, we went 2 nights. We're kind of just merging the whole thing together. We never need to do 2 reviews on what was the exact same haunt for the most part. But Charlie the janitor was out there. And Big Tall Clown was out there as well. Very intimidating looking clown. He did a really good job. And they moved fast through the crowd. They were hitting people, giving the photo opportunity, and going to the next person. Hitting people, going for the photo opportunity, moving to the next person. Very, very effective. And then the people that were collecting the tickets were rude, but rude in the right way. The way they were supposed to be. Very gruff, very, where's your shit? Come over here. And then they kind of grab you a little bit and march you over to get your picture taken. Your picture taken? That was our picture. Right there from the first night. Also in front of that is some Dent Schoolhouse shot glasses. We'll talk about that at the end because that's where that was. And we'll get into the picture a little bit more at the end as well because that's where we purchased it, was at the end and everything like that. But they immediately take you over to a black screen area for the photo. You take the photo, and then at the end they add all types of different backdrops to it, and you can pick it up there at the end. So you hit the ticket guy, he collects your ticket, and then you go inside kind of what I'm going to call the inner structure before you go into the actual haunt. And this is where there is no haunted house that I have ever been to in my entire life that does what they do for you. Number one, for free. When you look at this stuff, you go, I'm just allowed to walk up in there and take a picture for real? Dent Schoolhouse, if you watch this, please, dear God, whatever you do, whatever changes you make, I am begging you, that square that you have before you walk in there, don't change a mother flipping thing about it, man. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. No one did it as well as you did. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. And thank you. Thank you for giving us Actor of the Year before we even walked into your haunt. Thank you. Awesome job. All types of different photo opportunities and everything else like that. And we're going to talk about one person in particular. There's all types of people in there that were phenomenal. They had 2 or 3 the first time we were there inside a small square. And then 3 or 4 the next night. I don't remember for sure. There was an ice cream cone that showed up the second night. And that's the only thing that I kind of pointed at and laughed with the Dent Schoolhouse was the ice cream guy. It was ridiculous. That was the silliest cost. Best Actor of the Year award for sure. Silliest costume of the year. Right there. That's one we don't hope to have to give away again. But that one, I don't know about Ice Cream Man. We had to kick him out of our photo. We had to kick him out of our photo because we wanted a photo with Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead, sir, I hope, we said this before about certain people. I don't care if nobody else sees this video but you. You, sir, are the shit. You, sir, made our honeymoon when we were there. The whole thing was an awesome experience, but I love this guy to death. He came up to us the first night, and he was just kind of openly talking to us like a normal guy. Number one, his costume kills it. We have already posted photos leading up to this of him specifically. He is also on our YouTube banner, and everything like that. So if you want to see what this guy looks like, man, killer costume. And that picture on the YouTube banner, man, he just did that. He just saw the camera out, turned around and shot that pose at us and held it there as long as we wanted. And we got several photos with him. And that's absolutely one of my favorite photos from this entire year is that photo of him there. And so then he comes up and he talks to us. We tell him that we're there on our honeymoon. and then he kind of just flips script all of a sudden. And he takes this severed head that he's holding. And he brings it up real close to me. And he asks me, he goes, "What do you think of my jack-o'-lantern?" I told him it's a very pretty jack-o'-lantern, man. You did a good job. And then he goes, "I can do her next," and points at Trish. And I said, "Well, man," I said, "she might like that a little bit." And he just goes, "Oh, likes it rough, does she?" And then he was gone. And then we didn't see Pumpkinhead a little bit till a little while after. He talked to us for a minute before we walked back in. We come back the next night, and we see him, and we shout out, "Hey, Pumpkinhead." And I know this guy sees hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people a night. But it was absolutely phenomenal that he turned right around to us and looked at us and said, "Honeymooners, welcome back." And then he just comes right over to us. We get another photo opportunity with him. This was when Ice Cream Guy tried to hog Pumpkinhead's spotlight, and Pumpkinhead handled that like a boss. He took care of it. He kicked Ice Cream Man out, just like he should have. Did a very good job with that. Thank you, Pumpkinhead. And then did some more photo opportunities with us, talked to us a little bit. And it was cool to actually get to interact with an actor on a real level for half a second. He did talk to us about going to the USS Nightmare and everything like that. So he went, he's into this stuff, obviously. He's an actor, but he went to the USS Nightmare as well. We were able to talk to him about that for a minute. And then again, he would just flip script on us all of a sudden and jump right back into character. And just a phenomenal job, man. There is nobody else out there that deserves Actor of the Year more than you do. There was one guy from Scarehouse the Basement, and we're going to talk about him a little bit, and everything else like that. We'll talk about him here in a couple weeks. He gave you a run for it, man. He put up a solid fight, but in the end, man, you kicked this off for us the right way, and we have to very, very much thank you for that. Rules are stated clearly outside before you ever walk into that small inner complex, so you don't have to worry about it at all. You walk up, once you get out of that small little square area where there's all the photo opportunities, where there's the Ice Cream Guy, or there's a couple other guys doing a couple things, and there's Pumpkinhead. When you leave Pumpkinhead's area, because that's what it is, he runs that joint. Okay? I don't care what Ice Cream Man says. So when you leave that area, you walk a very short walk up to the schoolhouse, and you just walk in. Man, there's no line to wait. There's no guide saying anything or anything like that. You walk in, you go through the first few rooms. There's nothing crazy. And then Dent Schoolhouse pulls off scariest moment of the year. Again, I don't scare easily. I had the privilege to lead through the Dent Schoolhouse the first time that we went. Not the second time, but the first time we went. And I use the word privilege because that's genuinely what it was. It is a very well put together show. I was ecstatic that I got to lead through it. But you walk into this room and there are these full-size porcelain-looking dolls, all of them dressed the same. About 15 or 16 of them crammed into this small room. You're going to have to touch them and kind of zigzag through them, and you know for sure that there are actors in there, dressed, standing still, waiting for you. And I genuinely stood in front of that room. What felt like a minute, minute and a half, I'm sure it was 5 to 10 seconds, and really struggled for a second. And that's the only time this year that I was put into that position that I said, oh man, I don't like dolls like this. I didn't know I didn't like dolls like this until there was 15 of them staring at me. But I don't like dolls like this. So fantastic job. And then after that, you go through a couple different rooms and everything like that. And then you get to the basement stairwell. And this is where I was talking about that aura, that feeling that they have. Something happened here. There's no doubt about it. You can feel it when you're walking down the steps into the basement. And it's nothing that the Dent Schoolhouse is doing. There's just a feeling there, man. Just a little bit of a presence. And on top of that, the basement stairs are really, really steep. And you really got to watch yourself or you fall and bust your ass. And then Charlie's going to have just the easiest opportunity to not only kill you, but laugh at you a little bit for falling down his basement stairs and busting your ass. So hold on to the handrail. Serious. Anyways, we get into the basement. There is no touching here, although I did get touched. This big guy just came up and started rubbing my earlobes for no reason and started talking real seductively to me. So that was different. It was not scary as much as it was okie dokie. But anyways, their primary means of scares here is jump scares. That's really how they get you for the most part. We're going to get into that a little bit when we get into the rating system. But we have another shout out to do today. This one goes to the person behind the camera, the person running things. That's Trish.
Yay me.
And the reason we got to give her a big shout out is she has had a fear of chainsaws forever. It is absolutely not her cup of, well, it absolutely was not her cup of tea until we got to the slaughter yard. We're not going to talk too much about the slaughter yard. Again, we're trying really hard not to do walkthroughs. We felt like there for a second it was getting kind of walkthrough-ish. So we wanted to turn away from that, touch on a few moments and move past. But the slaughter yard is essentially a lot of wooden hallways, a couple of pop-out scares, lots and lots and lots of chainsaws. It is loaded with chainsaws, man. And I looked at Trish when we were standing outside of it, and I said, hey, you know what? You're terrified of chainsaws. Yeah? Why don't you lead? And she did. She let us through. Now, she walked at one pace the whole time. And one of the actors caught onto it. And this dude's a dick. Plain and simple. But we're walking through, and she's walking one pace, and I'm trying to get her to speed up. And she goes, you wanted me to lead. This is how we're walking. Which was fine, other than the fact that this dude was walking behind me, tapping the chainsaw up against my butthole the whole time, just doing that and just laughing. Not an evil laugh, not an actor trying to scare you laugh. Just some dick that saw me in that position and was just like the whole way down a long hallway. It had to be the longest hallway in the entire slaughter yard. She did not care that my butthole was getting touched by a chainsaw at all. And that is a load of horseshit. It's not that happened. It's a load of horseshit that she wouldn't walk a little fucking faster when my butthole's getting touched by a chainsaw.
I love you.
That is not a sentence a man should ever have to say, that my butthole is getting touched by a chainsaw and I need you to speed up your rate of walking. Anyways, moving on. I am still proud of her for overcoming her fear of that. That was one that really, really had her for a while. Again, we went to this haunt twice. It's a phenomenal haunt. We skipped over so many things that's in there and so many things that you get to experience and that you get to see. And we do that intentionally, guys. We want you to go see this stuff. We want you all to experience it because it is worth every single penny that you spend to get up there. Lots of merchandise, lots of concession, everything you could possibly want. These pictures right here were $15. If you want it, they got it. If not, man, they have so many free photo opportunities. We honestly bought this photo more out of respect for what they were doing, than anything else. And the same thing with the shot glasses, man. We didn't buy merchandise everywhere we went, everywhere that it was available. But here, these guys earned it, man. They earned the extra money. We even did our first shot at our wedding out of those shot glasses. That's the only shot that's ever been done in them. Honestly, probably the only shot that ever is done in them. But it just a very well put together program, a very well put together place all around. So we're going to jump into the rating system here. We're getting a little low on time. Imagine that, me being long-winded and spending way too much time on certain things. I see your card. I know where we're at. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Anyways, rating system. Actors and actresses. Coming with a 7. You're coming with a 7, not because of anything that you all did necessarily wrong. And you did have Actor of the Year. The only thing that held you back from scoring a higher score and being in an 8 or a 9 is that the primary way that you guys scare people there, and you even say it in your own documentaries at times, so don't get touchy with me on this. You've said it yourself. We're just repeating what you said and what we experienced. You used primarily jump scares or drop door scares. And what a drop door scare is, if you're unfamiliar with it, is you're walking through and there's a wall that looks solid, and then all of a sudden a chunk of that wall falls out, an actor's face pops out, screams at you, you jump, piss yourself a little bit, and run off to the corner. That's cool and all. And they do an excellent job with it. There's nobody that does these scares better than what Dent House did as far as what we have seen. But the actual prolonged interaction with certain actors is there, but it's not there enough. And the actors are quality, and I feel like at times, from where there are so many drop door scares, that your actors miss out on some opportunities to excel at what they do. Now, I don't know. Maybe the jump scare actors or the drop door scare actors are the crappy actors, and you got to put them back there for that. I highly doubt that. This is a professional organization. I felt bad even saying that because I know it's a load of horse shit. There's everybody that's working here is doing an excellent job with what they're doing. But that's the only reason you got a 7. That's the only thing that held you back from an 8 or a 9. From Pumpkinhead to the dude rubbing my ears to even the dick that put the chainsaw up my butthole. Even him and his little laugh that he thought was funny, man. It was all good. So very well done there. Environment. Highest environment score we've given. Highest score we've given, period. Congratulations, Dent Schoolhouse. You earned a 9. A 9 for your environment. I'll pause for a second as well. Excellent job. The attention to detail, the props that are in here, the makeup on the actors, the walls, the way the drop walls work, the basement itself, when you get into that area of it as well, man, the aura around it, the stories around it. The only thing that kept you from getting a 10 on your environment was the slaughter yard. That was it. And it's not even a slam against the slaughter yard necessarily. It was just very basic as far as what the environment was. I remember a lot of wooden hallways and some camouflage covers and some black drops and some chainsaws. And that was it. I remember so much vivid stuff inside the schoolhouse. It was insane. Absolutely killed it with the environment. Very, very good job. You're about to break another record. Congratulations. Scare factor, you're coming strong, man. Coming very strong. Coming at it with an 8. That is an 8 for scare factor. While we kind of crapped on your actor rating a little bit because of the drop wall scares, you made up for it in the scare factor because, man, it works. It is something else, man. And they, if you watch a documentary on this place, there's a couple on YouTube. There's one in particular where the owner's talking about it a little bit and how they design everything to catch your eyes, get you distracted, and then hit you with those drop wall scares. And it is an art, and they have perfected it. This place, there was more times in this place that I stopped before I proceeded forward, which I don't usually do. Even in the Lights Out tour at Scare House, I was pretty consistent with the moving forward. This one I had to slow down at times because I was genuinely nervous about what was around the next corner. And they did an excellent job. Very, very well done. Your overall rating, it's an 8 as well. Hats off to you. Awesome job. You killed it. Did you win the overall this season? I don't know. We're going to find out here in a few weeks. But it's a slugfest between two giants, man. Absolutely, two giants that both organizations did a fabulous job. There is, again, photo opportunities when you're leaving. If you're into the Doom games, at least last year they had one of the Hell Knights. We'll be posting a photo up of that if it's not already been posted up. Again, this is the past. We're airing this in the future. Bonus episode again is coming. Thank you again for all the follows, all the likes, everything like that. Basement finale, Christmas haunts. Savannah, stay out of my show. This is my show. This is our show. This is Haunted Honeymooners. This was episode 5. We're going to see you here very, very shortly for the bonus episode. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.